Hi everybody, happy Friday. Welcome back. It's me, Lana, with Just Say It. So, how are you? How's your day going? Is it good? I'm glad, because for the next 30 minutes, you're going to be kicking it with me on Just Say It. No, seriously, this is the month of March. It's also my birthday month. Yay me, not telling you my age because I am such a lady and ladies don't reveal their ages. But seriously, it's also the month to celebrate women. Your mother, your sister, you, even if you're a woman yourself, your aunties, grandmothers. This is the month to really give thanks to them and, letting them know that you really appreciate who they are and what they do and how they also help you. But I also have two guests today. They're also women. Of course, we have to keep it in the family. They're very strong and they're also very motivating. Both actually founded their own companies. One is empowered to help the youth, while the other is empowered to help the artist itself. So please stay tuned. It's a good show. Lots of tips. And I'll see you soon. Hey everybody, it's me, Lana. What's up? How's it going? So, today's guest, I have Tahila. Hey baby.
Hey, how are you?
Good. She has done numerous of things. Singing, acting, radio, television, and I'm just going to go ahead and step back and let you kind of tell the audience, who you are, what you do, what you represent.
Yes, well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I have to have you.
You know what? It's so amazing to be able to meet other strong, powerful, ambitious, go-getting women here in the city of Chicago. So I just want you to first say thank you. I really, really appreciate you inviting me here.
No problem.
And actually, you're so cute, too. You're just a cutie patootie. I just like your spirit and everything.
I try so hard, y'all. I don't wake up like this. Okay,
Beyonce got them fooled, don't she? I'm telling you.
I don't wake up like this.
Tell them about it. Takes work all of this glam.
You know how it takes me an hour to create my natural look?
Yes.
Don't even know. Girls,
and I'm a makeup artist, so don't believe the hype, ladies.
Please.
It does take work to get the natural. You have these sisters that say, I want a natural, soft, glowy look. You got about 15 different products on your face to look glowy and natural, okay? Believe it.
Oh, God.
But yes, as you told the people, I have been doing acting and singing. Actually, I think I sang before I ever spoke. But professionally, I've been doing the acting and the singing since about 2004. I've done theater. I do musical theater. I do film. I have done television. I did the Boss series with Kelsey Grammer, which they canceled, unfortunately, but it was an amazing show. I also did Underemployed on MTV and Mob Doctor, which Mob Doctor didn't last very long either. Unfortunately, it seems that there's some type of curse here in Chicago. There's like television shows that come here and they're wonderful. I think ER was the last television series that lasted the longest that even originated from Chicago. So we're hoping that these new shows that they have going on right now, Crisis, Shameless, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire. I'm praying that they stay longer than 2 seasons because I unfortunately have not had the pleasure of working with those. I've been doing mostly the makeup artistry for the last year, full speed ahead. And so I was before that I was working for a company. I'm not going to say their name because I'm not there anymore, but I still use their products. And but now I've gone full-time freelancing with it. And building my company, the TRex Group, which is ultimately my baby. That's what I started last year. But as you know, starting your own companies, especially in this business, it takes a lot of work. It has been a slow-moving process, but I'm thankful because I have had people that have trusted me enough to take on my company as a representative for their brand. And so basically the TRex Group is an entertainment company. We're kind of like an agency, but I don't like to say that because a lot of people assume that I'm going to take them on and represent them. What I do is artistry development. I do vocal coaching. I do acting coaching. So I basically use my company as a tool for an artist that either may be in the beginning stages, have yet to even begin, or even if they've already started their brand, but they need to reinvent it.
Or want to expand
it,
exactly.
yes. So I do, promoting, marketing, any aspect of that type of development for an artist or for a brand or for a product. So anything in relation to entertainment, of course.
So basically for because I got a little acting too.
You do. You act, girl.
Raised in the Sun in high school.
Oh, that's a good one to have on your resume.
And I played Benitha while you playing.
Really?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Until I had to kiss people, and I was like, that's too much.
Lana, you have to be able to do all facets.
But his breast.
If that's what you.
I was like.
See, here's a secret. As an actress, there's a secret to that. First of all, you need to make sure that your leading guy has a mint before you start the scene.
That's true.
Or preferably at least brush his teeth and use the mouthwash.
Well, because it was after school, after we had lunch. So it's whatever you had for lunch was just sitting there and it was just stale. And I went up and I'm like, okay. And I went, oh, Lord. No.
That can be some of the disadvantages of the job.
That's disgusting.
But when they're attractive and their breath is fresh, honey, there's perks. I'm just telling you. But so acting is I love acting.
It is beautiful.
I actually stumbled across it. I say I was a natural born actress.
Oh.
I actually did not get classical trained. I didn't get any classical training until after I began the process of being in the industry. And I started singing since I was a little girl. I've been doing that since, we all start in church. You know how that is.
I started in church, but they still didn't put me in the choir.
Yeah, but I did get classical trained with that. Because my parents thought, well, she can sing, so
that's good.
Let's get these vocal lessons. And so I am classically trained. And when I say classically trained, I mean all the way up through college.
Right.
So, and I think it's important. I talk to artists all the time where it's easy, your mom, your mama might be like, baby, everybody's mama say, baby, you can sing.
No, my mama said, baby, you can't sing. We're going to put you in dance classes. I excelled at dance. I was getting it down. Singing.
But see, you cute. You got the little shape. You can do the dance. You get away with that.
I was like, I could not
Nowadays,
sing.
you don't even have to really know how to dance or sing. You just have to be pretty, and look nice.
Have a little meat
have
to make
a little
it twerk.
Figure, yes.
to make it twerk.
Because that's the new thing, twerking
dancing.
works. I don't twerk, child. I don't twerk. I don't teach twerking with the TRex group at all.
It's just
so don't come looking for me to teach you how to twerk, because I don't teach that. But I do tell my artists, though, it is important that they get some sense of professional training.
Okay.
In whatever capacity in the performing arts. Because
I agree that's true.
It's really great if you're born, innately in knowing how and being talented, but ultimately, depending on the level of this business you want to go to, you definitely do need to have some type of credentials. And
you do.
Especially if you want to crossover. I'm trying to be mainstream crossover. Y'all, what that mean is, for you folks that don't understand, crossover is on your side where your folks are, and on the vernacular side where the folks that don't look like you are.
Where the
money is.
I mean, it's
exactly.
The truth.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And it's very difficult, even in our business as African Americans, specifically African American women. I mean, you see a lot of reality TV has taken over.
Oh, Lord.
Now. In this business.
And it's not even real.
And it's not real. It's scripted.
It's not even real.
These people think that it's real. It's not. It's scripted.
Not. Reality TV is the phoniest thing.
It's called reality
out there.
TV, but it's not reality TV.
Like, goodness, people.
Yes, it's not. And unfortunately, it's kind of a catch-22 when you look at the need for roles for African American females in Hollywood, where they are almost forced to take these
ignorant,
depreciating, dehumanizing, demoralizing
demeaning
roles. I'm just tell y'all now. You heard it here on Just Say It. You heard it right here.
Seriously.
I am not a Scandi. I'm not a gladiator.
Seriously.
I commend Kerry Washington. I love that she is the #1 African American artist on the television screen right now, but I do not agree with the storyline. It is amazing writing, and it is amazing acting, but I do not agree with the story.
The actual principle of the show itself.
No, I'm sorry, because why didn't they have it the other way? Because we have an African American president. Shout out to Obama.
That's true.
Chicago's finest. We have an African American president right now. Why was not the premise of the show written as the African American president.
Because they probably would have made it seem like it was true
Caucasian mistress. I'm just saying. And ironically, we have this #1 show on primetime television written by an African American woman.
Really?
Shonda Rhimes.
I didn't know that.
Shonda Rhimes is the writer and the creator of Scandal, which also is the #1 writer for, well, she did Private Practice and Grey's Anatomy. All of these #1 hits that are on television. It's and mad kudos to the fact that there's an African American woman who's leading, dominating it basically. But I'm feeling, I don't know, some kind of way that she wrote the storyline, and I'm sure it's because it's controversial.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Me knowing what I know about the industry, I'm inclined to believe that she knew that it would be allowed because.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for another time.
I understand. I already understand exactly where you're coming from with that. It's interesting that, because we had a conversation about this on your show on IR.
Yes.
Too, and we were talking about the roles that African American women play.
Yes.
And we were also talking about I'll say minority women. I'll just leave it at that. Just like a minority woman in general, because we do fall in different categories. I gotta say thank you for coming on the show. It was amazing.
Thank you for having me.
You are very motivating to watch. And I do say that because you're very independent. You're very strong-willed.
Thank you so much.
And it takes someone to really have a sense of self to do that.
Yes.
Especially when you don't even try to change yourself to fit in. So just to stand up against everybody else itself, and it's in a good way, not like bad rebellion, but you're saying, no, this is me, this is real. This is real. So I do
take it or leave it.
Gotta give you an applause for that.
Thank you, and congratulations on your show. Babe. Just say it. It's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing some greatness from you too, honey.
I swear.
More greatness.
And
more greatness.
Since this is Women's Month, I do want to say for all of the young ladies out there, 2 examples right here. Mindset is a powerful thing, I think we can say. So I got 2 little ones. I still am in school. I'm a junior in college and I work full time, and I self-funded my own project. You've done the same. Well, minus the kids. But my point is that you travel, you do makeup, you do what it has to take. Yes. And I don't think people understand that. And I want to say that I do believe women have a harder time getting something done. And people like us, we're here to support you just as you support us. So I do believe that friendship or that camaraderie needs to be there as well. So please let us know if we have a future director who would like to cast you in something. Where can we reach you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Miss Tahila. Actually, Tahila Robb is the Facebook name. TRex Group, the TRex Group. Go like my page. You can also find me on Twitter as Miss Tahila with a Z, Miss MZ Tahila. And Instagram, Miss Tahila MZ, without the apostrophe, because I spell my name with apostrophe on Facebook. LinkedIn, all of those, honey. All of those social media sites.
Oh,
yes.
Rule number 1, if you're going to brand, same name.
Same name.
People don't understand
this. Keep it simple.
Simple.
Kiss.
Oh, God. All right. It was nice having you.
Thank you so
much. We'll see you guys later. Hey everybody, just a really quick reminder while we're on break. I want to talk to you about the Vogue Report. We officially premiered it 2 weeks ago. So basically, just to give you a quick rundown, we're going to highlight your events that are in Chicago right here on Just Say It. The submissions form is also on the website, www.lanajmedia.com, and go to the events tabs because, again, here at Just Say It, we broadcast real stories, real people, and real you. So make sure, like I said, you check that out if you have an event coming up. I know the summer's getting ready to come up, so there's going to be all types of things going on. Make sure you take an opportunity or take advantage of this free publicity that nobody's offering, because here at Just Say It, I'm going to always make it about you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back from break. So, I always have new guests, and since this is March, we do focus on incredible women. And with me, I have DeAnna, the co-founder of TrueStar Media. So,
hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. You really are. And the reason why I say that is because of the cause
Absolutely.
that you guys serve here, the purpose that you have in Chicago.
Yes.
So, I don't want to talk because it's your dream. It's obviously your success. I want you to kind of elaborate on TrueStar Media itself for those who aren't familiar with that.
Okay, well, TrueStar Media is a youth media organization where through after school and summer programs, young people collaborate to produce their own media. So we have a print publication, which is TrueStar Magazine, which I brought a few copies for you. And then we also have an online component, which is TrueStarIs.com. It's a blog where young people collaborate to produce the blog. We have TrueStar Radio, which is broadcast on Chicago State University's network, WCSU, as well as we have a new radio partner, Urban Broadcast Media, UBM, which is an online network as well.
Okay.
And then we have digital media. So we have a very vibrant YouTube pages with a lot of videos that are produced by young people, both PSAs, webisodes. So the whole idea of TrueStar is, on-the-job training to teach young people skills, specifically in communication and technical skills, but as they're actually doing and producing something, So our goal is really to just improve the lives of young people through the programs, offer them safe spaces, give them job experience, because teen unemployment right now is, we're talking about 90% of young people are unemployed. So it's very hard for young people to get jobs.
It is.
And, so it really gives you self-worth when you have a job, when you see your article in a magazine, when you're on a radio station, it builds your confidence. So there's so many soft skills that we focus on, as well as, really hardcore skills like writing, like speaking, like researching. Really that is TrueStar in a nutshell.
That's amazing. And I say that because that's so true. Like, I went to high school, one of the very few high schools who offered a television program where we did engineering, we had the green screen, we had the whole nine, and we did weekly broadcasts as well as daily broadcasts. But it was schools within that vicinity that didn't even offer programs like that.
Absolutely.
And, now when we both started college, graduates same year, I was already way ahead of my peers for the simple fact that I already knew what half of my courses were even about, and I could just take my skills and, make them even better. So
absolutely.
I have to thank you for that because
thank you.
I don't think people really understand the point, or the powerful.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's really what's the challenge for our young people, specifically living in minority communities, specifically, what they call at-risk youth, which is primarily what we serve, predominantly what we serve, is that they don't have the experience or exposure as their counterparts, as their, white counterparts living in affluent neighborhoods, whose father can just get them an internship at his company. They're not in those, born into those networks. So what are we doing? We're creating a TrueStar network where you're a star. This is all about you. It will give you as much as you put into it, and giving young people those opportunities at an early age, not just the specific of the career set, but just so they are exposed. Because, many young people, you go into a class in the inner city and you say, what do you want to be? You hear like teacher, nurse, maybe a police officer, but you don't hear, I'm going to go into advertising sales. I'm going to go into broadcasting.
And they make the money.
Exactly.
They make the money, seriously.
So in addition to the young people developing the creative, the print articles and the pictures and all these different things, we also have them on the back end. Young people built our brand. They create our brand identity. They have helped us sell advertising. We teach them the business side of media as well. So it's a very just conclusive program that just, really pinpoints all different pieces. And you're right, it sets them on a different course than what they would normally be exposed to.
And the fact that you said the at-risk neighborhoods, because we were in a position, my family, to move us out of the at-risk neighborhood. So then the opportunities that I did have was in an influenced, a white neighborhood.
Right.
Okay, I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being honest.
You're right.
And the school system was completely different. The after-school activities, the clubs, the programs. And it's a shame that you have to relocate to even afford those same opportunities for your children. So that's why, like, I love when I hear people, like, you know, like True Start Media, where you take kids who aren't even your kids.
Right.
Okay, because number one, a lot of people don't even deal with kids. So the fact that you spend time with other people's kids,
right,
and then teach them skills that, you know, probably 9 times out of 10, they're not even getting at home.
Absolutely. And what's interesting about our program is that all of the programs are taught by industry professionals.
Okay.
So that's another piece. So for instance, our journalism program, which is all about the writing and the researching and that type of thing, is taught by a freelance writer for the Tribune. And she also was the former entertainment editor for Jet Magazine. So you're not just it's not school. So you're really taught by someone in the industry. So what can they do?
Right.
They can extend their network to you. So they're bringing people in the classroom, because a lot of times our young people aren't just exposed to these networks and these groups of people. So they have no clue, how do I pursue this? You know, where do I go? What do I do? So actually, you know, in high school and even younger, putting them in these networks, exposing them to these professionals who can guide them, because like you said, it's not rocket science on what it takes to improve our community.
Right.
It's resources. It is resources. If you pump resources into the community,
which is based off of
you will see the difference.
Yeah.
And then, of course, many of our programs are stipend-based or paid. So that's another critical element, because some young people contribute to their families. You know, it's not the same as when, you know, back in the day where it's like, oh, you know, this is your little job and then you're buying your clothes with it. Some young people are paying light bills and really using the money to get to school, because I have to get a bus card. So we understand the nuances of these communities, and we're there to really give hope and assets to these young people.
Here, like I said, Just Say It, we want to do like the same thing. We want to highlight positive things, and the fact that, to me, True Start Media should be on the news every single day. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm being honest. Instead of me hearing about somebody dying 24/7, let's hear about, I don't know, how many kids graduated this year, because that's a plus. And it actually went up. It was a surplus.
Right.
Last year, the graduation rates rose, but nobody heard about that. Nobody wanted to talk about it.
Right.
So it's just the fact that you're actually putting this, you guys even get celebrities. And you guys see this? Check this out. This Keke Palmer, T.I., you just shot Spenzo.
Yep.
Right? I mean, you guys really let these kids get connected.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, there's this saying that says, never meet your favorite celebrity. You know, because they're going to disappoint you, right? Because you're going to figure out, oh, they're human and they're not these like mythical creatures in the sky. And so having young people actually interview celebrity does so many different things. Of course, it is a way for us to incentivize the program, knowing that if I work hard in this program, if I show up on time, if I put forth the effort, I will have this opportunity to interview a nationally recognized person. But it also demystifies this celebrity culture that we live in. So now, you know, young people have a really warped idea of celebrities and what it means to be a celebrity in this kind of culture we live in. So when they interview a certain celebrity, I won't say who, and their breath stinks, or they're musty, or they're ignorant, or they're, you know, and they see all of this. Now it's like, oh, they're not all that, you know, and so they're just people. So it demystifies the culture. It allows us to incentivize our program, and it's their interest. You know, we're not here to, you know, we embrace what young people are interested in. I have so many stories. I mean, about maybe 6 years ago, you know, young people came into me and said, you know, Miss DeAnna, we got to interview Drake. It's this guy Drake. We got to interview Drake. And I'm like, who is that? You know, I mean, this is literally, Drake was almost on Degrassi, still on Degrassi,
yeah, I was
the
like,
show.
I remember Drake.
But anyway, they know who, you know, the next stars are. They know, I mean, they have put me on to so many trends, and so they have so much value with that.
And I don't think people appreciate it.
I mean, at the end of the day, young people in urban America create culture all over the world.
This is true.
I mean, they are the creators and the inventors of culture.
And the trendsetters.
You know, they are the early adopters of technology. Well, if any young person is interested, they can go to TrueStarFoundation.org. It's spelled phonetically exactly how it sounds, TrueStarFoundation.org. And we have a reach out to us, and you click on that. You can put in all your information, and it immediately comes to our email. Or you can reach us at info at TrueStarMagazine.com, spelled exactly how it sounds. We will have summer positions, so we're going to have about 115 positions over the summer. Since our inception, we've employed over 2,000 young people throughout Chicago and the Chicagoland area.
Oh, wow.
So we're a huge proponent of employing young people and giving them jobs. We actually have positions on our street team right now. So reach out to us. You know, there is an interview process, but you don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have a certain GPA. Of course, we want this not to affect your school.
Oh, exactly.
But there aren't really any requirements other than having the passion, the diligence, and being responsible to come and add value.
Summer positions are available.
Absolutely.
Please, by all means, fill it out. Take advantage of this opportunity. I know a lot of you say you want something, but this is your chance. I mean, it's literally laying there, and opportunities like this are not afforded as they should be or as needed. So by all means, do the interview, get accepted, and make your dreams come true. So until then, thank you, DeAnna.
Thank you so much.
I'm Lana. We'll just say it, and we'll see you later, guys. Hey everyone, so thank you for kicking it with me for 30 minutes. I know it was really informative. Our two guests, DeAnna from True Star and Tahila from the TRex group, definitely taught me a lot of things and definitely made me appreciate the people that are put here who just genuinely want to help us instead. So if you guys want to contact them, you know the drill. Go to our website at www.lanajmedia.com to do so, because of course, as always, if you're a guest here, your information will be on this show for the whole season. Also, I do want to remind you, since this is April, we do have the end of the school year coming up. Make sure you guys also submit to that True Star internships or those True Star jobs as well happening over the summer. Just to touch on a few subjects or a few points, don't forget you get to go out there, work in a broadcast field. If you're watching me and you like what I do, True Star actually affords you an opportunity to do something very similar, and it's paid. Not that many people do that, so by all means check that out. All right, so until then, I'll see you next week, same time. So we got a date. Don't be late. It's Lana J with Just Say It.